I want to get now to Jobin Puneker. Jobin, I understand you have just learned some new information about one of the victims?
Yeah, we had a chance to talk with David Evans, who's the PIO for Dallas Fire Rescue. He just gave us this news. Again, we've been reporting this since the beginning, 4 victims. We're now hearing 3 of those victims have gunshot wounds, and one of those victims may have been a graze. We're trying to figure out what he or she was grazed by, but we have 3 gunshot victims and 1 person grazed, is what we've been told. One of the victims is of unknown age. The other 3 victims are between 15 and 18 years old, so clearly students here at Wilmer-Hutchins. We're being told of those four victims, the range of their conditions are from non-life-threatening condition to serious condition as well. So we're trying to get some more information. David Evans tells us he'll get me another update here at 4:30, so in about just under an hour. So we'll get some more information on those victims. We did ask which victims were sent to which hospital. We're hearing about Baylor and Methodist. He says he does not have that information just yet, but we'll try to get you that information.
Jobin Puneker, that's great new information, and it really changes the storyline here for us as we've been covering this for a few hours on WFAA Plus and on television as well. This is a much more serious incident than we originally understood. Jason Evans from Dallas Fire Rescue telling Jobin Puneker there that 4 people have been shot. We originally understood it was 1 person who was shot. 4 people have been shot. 3 of them with gunshot wounds were ages 15 to 18 years old, clearly students there at Wilmer-Hutchins High School this afternoon. Another person who suffered a graze wound, the age is not known on that person, but one of the most important pieces of information, Chris, that Jobin just shared is these conditions are not just non-life-threatening. They now range from non-life-threatening to stable condition. Mm-hmm. That clearly explains why Dallas Fire Rescue took 3 of them to Baylor, Scott and White in downtown Dallas, which is a level 1 trauma center.
And then the 4th to Methodist.
And North Oak Cliff, yeah, too. That is substantial new information that really changes things.
It does, and it raises questions about whether was there one target and incidental fire that hit several other students, or were several students targeted? Obviously, that's more of an investigative question that would be put to law enforcement. And again, we have reporters, we have people here in our newsroom working their sources with the police department and with other authorities as well to try to get some of those details. But again, I think you really hit the nail on the head to say now that we know that 3 students suffered gunshot wounds, that certainly raises the level of what's happened here this afternoon.
And I think it also explains why we're seeing the police response remain what it is. If 1 person was grazed by this, I'm not sure the police response would still remain as it is hours later. Maybe it would. But now that we know there are 4 people who have been injured, who were shot at Wilmer-Hutchins High School, that really changes things.